Hey guys, it's Abigail here from IDK Epic, and today I thought I would do a video about some of the dreams I've had because I have really vivid, interesting dreams, and I felt that I should share them with the internet because maybe you guys would be interested. Usually I would just be reading my dreams off my phone because that's where I write them down, but I film with my phone, so I've got note cards on my tripod, and I'll be reading off of those, because I'm professional. The first dream I had took place on October 15th, 2016. I woke up and it was a completely normal day. I got ready for school, and I was just in a good mood, you know? I was excited, I had all my homework done, I was so ready to go to school. I didn't really drive to school necessarily, I sort of just appeared there magically. I don't know how, but dream logic, right? And in the dream, I knew it was my school, but in real life, I've never seen this school ever. I don't know what school it was, but in my dream, it was my school. In real life, it was not my school. I remember one of my best friends was actually my boyfriend in the dream. Don't know what that means. And in this dream, he had invited me to come to a party. This was like 8 in the morning. Just letting you know, when school had started, he invited me to come to party during the school hours, and I was like, are we gonna get in trouble? He's just like, no, we're not gonna get in trouble at all. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll come with you. So we went to the party, and I could tell that the party lasted a while, but my dream was sped up, so it was like a time skip. Like in a movie, it was kind of just like the party started, and then there was like a montage and it ended, and it was like a few seconds. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but I could tell the party lasted a long time, but in my dream it lasted like 2 seconds. Yeah. So I went up to one of my classmates and I asked him, what time is it? I should probably go back to school. He's like, oh, it's 2:45. Don't bother, school's pretty much ended because school ends at 3 o'clock for me. So I kind of panicked and I ran to the school. I walked in and nobody noticed that I walked into the classroom. And I look onto the board, and on the board it has the names of every single person that was at the party, because apparently I knew every single person at the party. It had the names of everyone with a 0 next to their name. And we all failed the entire year and had to restart. I don't know where this dream came from in my mind. I'm not a party person. I don't go to parties. I'm not social. I stay in my house and I read fan fiction. I'm that person. I don't know where this dream came from. I guess it's some sort of irrational fear. I don't know. Don't ask me. This mind is crazy. This next dream is really short. It's kind of, I don't know, it doesn't really have much meaning. And after this, my dreams get progressively more disturbing. So I'm just gonna warn you, this is the last nice funny dream. I was at my house with my friend Abby, and I had just gotten a package, and I knew what package it was. I had ordered some socks, which reflected actual socks I ordered in real life, because I order socks. Actually, I can go grab them for you. And I'm back with my socks. This is the first pair, which is Tacosaurus's, and this is my second pair, which are an alien abduction, which I think are pretty cool. So those were the socks I ordered in my dream, and I remember taking them out of the box, and Abby was there with me. We were taking them out of the box, and I looked at them, and I remember them in so much detail. I hadn't gotten these socks yet in real life. Just letting you know. I hadn't gotten the socks yet. I just knew what they looked like in the dream. And the weirdest part is, I got it right. In my dream, I saw these same exact socks, but I had no idea what they looked like. I heard like a description and like this tiny little thumbnail image. And I saw them in so much detail in my dream. I don't know. My mind's a weird place. Okay, now the weirdest part was they weren't socks. They were gloves, but in the dream, Abby and I were so convinced they were socks. Like, we were like, oh, the socks are nice, but they were gloves. And I knew there was something wrong. Like, I looked at them and I was like, oh, my socks came, but there's something wrong. But I didn't know they were gloves. I was like, oh, my socks. And so was Abby. And then I woke up and I was like, those weren't socks. Those were gloves. I'm such an idiot. Yeah, that was a really short dream. thought I should tell you. It was interesting to show you how weird my mind is. The next dream. This one was on January 19th, 2017. So these few are sort of right next to each other. And they happened recently, I guess, in like the past 10 days. Oh, that's weird. I don't think about that, but they actually did happen quite recently. Interesting. I was in a dimly lit building and it was a huge space. And okay, this one's going to be kind of hard to explain because it's just kind of weird. It was a huge building and it was dimly lit and it was one room. And at the same time, it was really open and empty, but it was full of chairs and people. Like, my mind in the dream saw the room as completely empty, but at the same time, it was full of people in chairs. I don't know. I was sitting next to a girl, I don't recognize her, and my cousin was in front of me, and we were all just like having a casual conversation. And I remember throughout the entire dream, and this is important, throughout the dream, every time a YouTuber, who I'm not gonna name, a YouTuber would tweet, I would have a vision of them reading that tweet out loud to me, and it would interrupt like my life. Like, I would just be having a conversation, everything would pause, and then this YouTuber would be reading their tweet to me, and then I'd be remembering. And I think that I can actually put that to something, because I remember complaining earlier that day that the YouTuber constantly tweeted and was constantly interrupting me, but I always liked their tweets. So I never deleted them or stopped following them. It was weird kind of how my brain put that together. So anyway, I was talking to them about phones, and I was saying that I wanted to get the Google Pixel next time because it's got a really, really pretty camera, and it's just has a lot better capturing than this one. And I actually think I will get the Google Pixel. And then this person tweeted, but they tweeted using a GIF. And this is kind of where my dream just spirals down. They tweeted using this GIF, and I was immediately transported into this GIF. Like, I was watching it like full screen. It encompassed like me. Like, I was in the GIF, and I watched it over and over and over and over and over, and it got faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And then something happened. Don't know what, don't remember. And I woke up and I was like, what was that? I don't know what was going, I don't know. Next dream. This one took place on January 22nd, 2017. And this one, I've made a note here, is scary. Oh, I remember this one. I just wrote down these note cards, but I'm have no attention span and forgot all of them. This one is interesting. I was on a spaceship. Just, let's set the stage here. I was in a spaceship. I was in a control room, and I was manning the controls. I could tell I wasn't very high in the ladder of working people. I was like the intern, but paid. And I was just messing with the controls, as you do, was controlling the spaceship, whatever. And then a robot that looks like C-3PO, but wasn't C-3PO, walks in, starts helping me. It was friendly, they were nice, they helped me with the controls, it was all good. Here's where it goes downhill. A girl walks in, and she had her sights set on me. She was intent on me, and she looked angry. She looked enraged, and immediately C-3PO just left. He was just like, nope, and he noped out of that room. I remember in the dream she was my friend. Like, I saw her as a friend, but I knew she didn't like me, but I saw her as a friend, and I think she resembled one of my really close friends in real life, whom I'm not gonna name, which scares me a little bit. But yeah, I think that's what she resembled. I don't know. Anyway, she comes in and she looks so intent on like murder, and she starts like saying mean things. She's like insulting. She's like shoving me around, and I'm just like, the frick. And then the fight gets like real. Like, we both have this intense like force of this power that allows us to emit like a force that pushes things. So it's essentially just the force, but not really. And she used it and she threw me against a wall, and then I blacked out. And then I woke up from the dream, and I had, okay, I fall asleep with my computer in my bed sometimes, because sometimes I fall asleep watching YouTube. So I I had fallen asleep with my computer next to me. I woke up from this dream. I looked over the side of my bed because I didn't see my computer, and my computer was like across my floor, like open. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I get up and I pick up my computer and I put it back on my bed. It's fine. This computer's a freaking workhorse. It doesn't break for it. I swear. It's so amazing. So I fall back asleep because it's like 2 a.m. and I get taken back to the same exact dream right where I left off. I woke up from being blacked out and I was shaken up, but I walked back over to the console and I started working with the robot again because they had come back in. I was still kind of like, what just happened? But it was fine. I was just working on my console. Everything was good. Then suddenly the robot just up and left. It had this look in its eye that something was gonna go down. It just left because it didn't want to be a part of it. And I was like, no. Then the girl comes back in and she shoves me against the wall, but like physically, not with her power, but like physically shoves me against the wall. And I was like, oh shoot, and my hand knocks against the switch, which is actually a switch that takes all of the air out of the room. Don't know why you'd have that switch just on the wall, but it was there, and it took all of the air out of the room, and I started to suffocate. But she was immune, because of course she was immune. She was completely immune to this, and she was just like, okay, whatever, knocks me on the ground, and she injected my neck with some serum. And I felt like pain in my back, like actual intense pain. And I woke up with that pain. Like I woke up feeling the same intense pain in my back for like 3 seconds and I couldn't move. It was so weird. I was so messed up that entire day. I was just like, what happened this morning? Oh God, it was weird. I remember it was really, really painful. It was, one dream left. This was January 23rd. Yeah. January 23rd. This dream was a continuation of a previous dream that I had that I didn't write down here. I'll share it with you. So basically in the last dream, my friends Kale and Lily and I went to a room in my house that no one really went into, and we found a subdimension, as you do, just, you know, typical Tuesday. Found a subdimension, went into the subdimension. Don't know how we got in there, but sure, we're not. Go into the subdimension, we look around and we're like, okay, we're gonna explore this and we're gonna film it and we're gonna do all this stuff and it's gonna be really great. But me, being a complete asshole, after they left, went and explored the subdimension myself, because of course I did. That was the last stream. This stream is a continuation of the last stream. So basically, Kayla, Lily, and I all go back down to the subdimension with a really, really nice camera that we had bought because we were like, we're gonna film this and it's gonna look really, really, really cool. Go down there and we're exploring around and it's really, really cramped on the way down. So like we can barely fit, like it has to go one by one and then we can barely fit. And then it goes into this like open room. I can't really explain the subdimension to you. The subdimension was just like a gray nothingness and then there was just this crystalline structure that you could somehow get into. We got into it somehow. Go down this really narrow passage and then it opens up into this big, big room that kind of resembled a basement in one of my friends' houses because my mind was just picking things apart from my life, I guess. So yeah, I don't really remember much from exploring it. We didn't really explore it that much. We like filmed everything and we like took samples because we're scientists. And then we're coming back up the little passage and I remember vividly, I don't know why, I remember specifically this, extremely vividly, there was a rope. I remember that rope in so much detail. There was a rope that like bridged across 2 concrete pillars. And I don't know why, I just thought I'd put that out there. It didn't really have any relevance to the story, but that was sort of at the top where you could grab onto it to like get out of the crystalline structure, I guess. And I just remember that with a lot of detail. So yeah, of course, you know, we get out the subdimension because obviously just randomly get out the subdimension, we're leaving the room, and then we start hearing this blaring loud music, and so we're like, oh shoot, we're gonna wake everyone up. So we run back into the room, go back to the subdimension, because why not? And then we shut off the music, come back, go to sleep, and then I woke up, and my alarm is music, and it's really loud, because I have to put it on the top volume. My alarm could probably wake up my entire house. I'm not kidding. I've heard my alarm from my mom's room. And I basically woke up, turned off, went to school. The dream ended with the thing, but I woke up to the same song that was in the, I don't know, it was really weird. My mind is crazy. It's just so messed up. Oh gosh. I'm gonna try and take out some of the cursing I do in my videos. It's just because I realized some of my friends' parents might find my YouTube channel and then like see me like dropping F-bombs occasionally and be like, oh shoot, my kid's hanging out with this person, and I don't want my friends' family to think I'm a bad influence on their children, because that would not be good. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you don't unsubscribe because I'm just really strange. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. And last week, I am proud of myself. I uploaded on Monday and Thursday. I'm gonna try and do that because I have really good light and timing on the weekends because I don't have any plans. And I'm gonna try and film on the weekends and then upload throughout the week. I wanna have more like uploads, I guess. I wanna try and upload every Monday and Thursday because I feel like those are days people don't really like. Monday is just Monday. Thursday is like before Friday and it's just boring. It's like a lull in the week. So I'm gonna try and upload on Monday and Thursday, and it's probably not gonna last that long, but we'll see how long I can do this, okay? I don't have anything going on. I can film. You'll see. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to join my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!